Can you hear that? Can you hear him there? Marley? He's licking a pan. Thank you for stopping. Thank you very much. Come here. Come be my sidekick. Okay. Okay, when they're gone, I will start talking. Okay, so I'm gonna go through my healthy tips because I feel like a lot of people struggle with forming healthy habits, and that's why they kind of fall off. So they'll begin this like health kick and they'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna drink like a green smoothie every single day, and then like they have it for 2 days and then they're like, yeah, no, I don't want to do that anymore. Forming healthy habits is obviously quite difficult if you don't know where to start, and there's obviously some things that people think are healthy and they're actually not, and they're actually quite damaging to the body. So I'm going to give you I don't know how many tips I have, but I've written them down on my phone, so let's just have a little look. I've got 6 little habits or little tips on how to live a more healthy lifestyle. So let's get into tip number 1. Eat, just eat food. Oh my God, eat the right food. Okay, so let's start. My number 1 pet peeve is when people are like, I've been so good today, all I've eaten is like 800 calories. And I'm like, no, like what do you mean? Why, what? It's not good for you to starve yourself. If you're trying to be skinny or you're trying to lose weight, you need to eat the right food. What I mean is, eat nutrient-dense food. You can have a plate this big of meat, a shit ton of vegetables. You don't just have to have salad. I don't know anyone, please, who has just salad. I mean, you can enjoy salad if you want to enjoy salad, but no. As long as the majority of what you're eating is good for your body and doing its job, nourishing your body. Vegetables, fruit, oh my God, like, if you can tolerate grains, I'm jealous. If you can tolerate grains, whole wheat pastas and breads and all these sort of things, just making that kind of switch to more nourishing foods will do your body a ton of good. You can still have your chocolate bar if you love a bit of chocolate. You can still have that in the evenings if what you've eaten throughout the day is good. Does that make sense? I'm getting really far into this number 1 tip, but that's my number 1 tip. Eat food, do not starve yourself. Feed your little tummy, baby. Feed yourself, feed yourself. Tip number 2 is, let me check my phone. Make healthy food taste good. Bitch, that's my specialty. The only way that I am able to eat the food that I eat is because I make it taste good. A lot of people think that eating healthy food means eating chicken and rice plain, and that's it. I want my food to taste good. I want some seasoning on my food. I want salt on my food, and you can have salt. It's not that big of a deal as long as you're drinking a lot of water and you're kind of keeping it balanced. Grill it, barbecue it, put it in some foil with a bit of soy, I don't know, just make it taste good so that you enjoy it. Make a huge meal of roasted vegetables, chicken that's been marinated in like all these kind of seasonings, and then you've got some like, I don't know, sweet potato fries that you put paprika on, you've oven cooked them so they're all crispy. Yes, that's the kind of meal that you're gonna enjoy, you're gonna feel satisfied from, because you're still feeling like you're getting all these flavors and all this niceness from it. You're not gonna want the junk, and you're gonna feel so much better once you've had it. That's my tip number 2. Enjoy your food, make it taste good. Invest some time in making it taste good, otherwise you're not gonna enjoy it and then you're not gonna stick to it. You need to enjoy and like the food that you're making. What's my 3rd tip? Let's have a little look. 3. Ooh, my favourite. Treats. Oh. Before any of all this stuff of my face and everything, which I will do a video on in the future, in the near future, I was an absolute addict. I think that's probably what has contributed to this issue with my gut that's caused all this stuff with my face. I would destroy sugar. Anything that had sugar in it. I used to get the Costco cakes and not want to share them, and they're like, what, this big? I didn't want to share. I wasn't going to share. You weren't having any of my cake. When I was a kid, I used to eat sugar out of the sugar pot with a spoon. My teeth fell out. It was all just a massive mess. I was a hot mess. But I still love sugar. It's my baby. You can still have treats and be healthy if you make them yourself and you know exactly what's in them. That's like been my savior to life, like making and finding the recipes for healthy waffles, healthy pancakes. Yes, you can go to the shop and buy a cake and it takes, what, 20 minutes to get the cake home. Making a cake takes a couple hours, but then it's warm. It's warm and you've made it and you know what's in it and it's like your little child, and then you eat it. Like, that's, like, to me, that's just so rewarding. And I would just rather know what's in my food and know how much sugar I'm eating. If I can actually see how much I'm putting in it, what would I have? If I could have anything here right now, what would I have? I would have so many cookies on a cake. I would get a Costco cake, then a layer of like cinnamon buns. I'd just go Costco and annihilate their sugary section, because that was all my jam. Oh my god, jam. Jam on toast. I just love jam. I miss toast. I think everyone struggles to resist that temptation of not having loads of sugar. So if you make your treats yourself and you kind of limit the amount of sugar that you're putting in, they still taste sugary, they just don't have all that added sugar that you don't actually need, that makes you feel really tired. And also, when you make these kind of like natural treats yourself, you don't feel crap afterwards, I find. Fruit just saved my life. Fruit, once you kind of get away from the processed sugar and you've kind of let your body recover from that addiction to it, you find that fruit is satisfying, and you find that all these treats that you make that have probably a quarter of the amount of sugar in them taste just as good. It's just like getting over that initial bump. But if you have things ready in the house, so I will always try and have fruit cut up cold in the fridge, because if you buy a pineapple, for me, I just leave it, it goes off, and then I don't have it at all. If I cut it up as soon as I get it and put it in the fridge, if I'm feeling something sugary, I know I can just go in the fridge, have a couple of chunks, and that kind of satisfies me. So that's a really good tip, is to always have something on hand. Make a couple batches of cookies on a Sunday, you know, if you've got a bit of time, make a couple of batches of cookies or whatever you want, little cupcakes, muffins. But yeah, so I'm going to show you, I'm going to make these little shortbread carob. Do you know what carob is? It's like not as nice as chocolate, but it's like the AIP alternative to chocolate. So we're going to try, because that's all I can do is try. I'll show you that at the end, but that's what we're making today. Oh, that's my next tip. Oh, immune boosters. Okay, one of the best things that you can do for your body is to boost your immune system. Your immune system is basically your, what can I call it? Like your generator? No? Like your main thing. Like it's the main thing. It's just what keeps you going. It's what runs your body. It's like your, if you're a robot, it would be like the little microchip that goes in the back of your head. Like if you've destroyed immune system, you're not going to function properly. That's a good way of saying it. As a nation, we take our immune systems for granted, 100%. We drink a lot of alcohol, we don't sleep. We do all these things that just kind of play havoc, and we don't do enough to make it happy and look after it. If you have a shot immune system, you will probably experience a lot of colds. Get like cold sores, things like that. You could get infections a lot, you could get urine infections, you could get cystitis, all these, there's so many things that you can get if your immune system is weakened. If you take antibiotics, oh, death to your immune system. It absolutely destroys. There are ways that you can boost your immune system, being garlic, amazing. Onions, amazing, that's a good prebiotic, so that's going to do good for the good bacteria in your body. Ginger, insane. Anytime I get a cold, if I actually am a psychopath, I just eat a chunk of ginger. You can put it in a juice and be normal, but no, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna eat you. If I get like a little bit of a runny nose and I have ginger, it's gone. Honestly, within like the day, it's gone, because ginger is just Jesus. Broths, drink bone broth, 100%. My go-to thing to have every single day is bone broth in soups. You can add broth to most meals and it's just gonna give it that little added bit of immune system boosting, you know? Greens, oh, the greens, broccoli, spinach. If you don't like these foods, add them into shakes, add them into smoothies, add them into soups. Just mask them with other flavors so that you can't taste them. That is such a good little trick. So just incorporate more foods that look after your immune system. If you can do the little ginger shots in the morning, yes. Look after your little chip, your little robot. Okay, number 5 is to sleep. Everybody needs to sleep. Everyone just needs to sleep. I don't know what happened in life where everyone just suddenly became these psychopaths that don't want to sleep. People are like, I can run off 4 hours sleep and I just do so well. And then they're having like 14 coffees a day and they're like, yeah, I just do so well on 4 hours sleep. No, you don't. Just sleep more. Go to bed at a nice time and then wake up at a nice time. I'm not going to give you a specific number of hours that you need to sleep because everybody's different. Some people can actually run off like 6. But no, if you get enough sleep, your immune system's going to run better. Your body is just going to thank you for it. You won't need to drink all this coffee. Understandably, coffee is just a dream. And I love coffee, but I don't need it. I don't want that need for coffee. Me personally, I like to go to bed at around 10ish. I normally get tired at around 9, and then I try and like wind down. So I'll put a candle on, have like a lavender bath, something like that, just to wind down. Get into bed at around 9, half 9, and then I'm normally quite tired by 10, half 10ish. I like to wake up early because then I get up, I make my food for the day, I get all my liquids in straight away, I rehydrate my body. Oh my god, that's not even one of my tips. Drink water, or is it? Oh, I've put 5 twice. Everyone, I have 7 tips. 8 if I include the water. Our bodies need sleep. We need it to survive. So just get a little bit more sleep. Okay? Thanks. My next tip, the best tip. The number one thing your body does so well with is exercise. Oh, I can't tell you. I cannot begin to tell you how good exercise is for your body. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a personal trainer. Don't give me your money, just do the exercise at home for free with your pets. I don't know, just get something else in there. Even stretching, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself, I'm getting excited. Whoa. Our bodies are not designed to sit down all day at desks, they're just not. If we don't kind of work at a desk all day, when we get home we just want to sit down for the whole evening and do nothing. Like, that is what we want to do, and I get it. But our bodies aren't designed to do that. That's why we tend to get a lot of sore backs, we get sore necks, we get sore wrists. I would say if you can get 15 minutes in every day, that would be just a dream. And what I mean by that 15 minutes could be stretching, it could be like a little high intensity thing, or it could just be a little ab circuit. Just something that gets the blood going around the body and gets the endorphins. We like endorphins. Oh, the endorphins. Oh, I can't even begin to talk about those. When we exercise, our body releases this hormone called endorphins, which is like the euphoric rush that you get when you do a workout. They make us, they're like the little happy gremlins. That's what I picture them as, little like happy things running through our heads. That's why when you do a workout and you feel great afterwards, you're like, I can run a marathon now. You just feel insane and you feel really good about yourself. That's what exercise does for your body. The hardest part about starting exercising is the starting. Like, it's finding that energy and motivation to get up after a long day or the first thing in the morning. There's like, do I want the extra hour sleep? Probably. Or do I want the chill time at the end of the day? 100%. But could you risk that maybe once or twice a week just to begin with? Once you get that bug, I guarantee you, once you start and you see the results and you realize how good it's making you feel, you'll want to keep doing it. That's the thing, just start. You can find a lot of people on Instagram now, YouTube, there's so many workouts that are available online to you that you don't have to even go to a gym. You can do these home workouts, you can do things outside if you want to. Just try something new, challenge yourself. And if you're scared, just, that's the thing. Fear is the one thing that holds you back, that it doesn't even exist. It's like mental. Let's not get deep right now. Next tip is to talk to yourself. Ooh, that's all I do. I don't know about you, but in the car, when I'm getting ready now, I tell myself lovely things every single day. I went through like a really bad stage of being anxious to the point where I would say it was like chronic anxiety. I couldn't leave my house. I was having panic attacks constantly. My vision was going crazy. And the things that I was saying to myself were so negative that it was no wonder I was just so sad all the time, because the first thing I would do when I would wake up is kind of just put myself down, think of things that I couldn't control, that were out of my control from years ago. If you're feeling really crap, I think one of the best things to do is to look after yourself. You know, when you've got like a sad friend, what do you want to do? You want to make them feel better. You bring them around something that they like. You want to kind of make them relax. You want to put on a film that they enjoy. Do that for yourself. Self-love and self-care is like the best thing for you, 100%. If you don't look after yourself, who is? Who's going to look after you? Someone else could try, but they might not do it the way that you need. So do it for yourself. If you want to watch a film and have a cry, that was one of the best things I used to do. If I felt really sad, sometimes you do just need a cry. Go and have a cry. Like, go into your room and watch a sad film, put The Notebook on. That's like the most cliche crying film. What's another film that makes me cry? King Kong. Oh, just put a bit of King Kong on. I can't even go into that too much. Just put a film on that you know is emotional, have a little cry, let it all out. Pamper yourself. If you're a guy, I don't know, have a little shave, put on some of them little beard oils. Ooh. Do your nails, do your hair, have a little hair mask, a face mask, go for a sauna. A really good way to change, if you are one of those people that's kind of negative towards yourself and you're not being very kind to yourself, the best thing to do, first thing in the morning when you're kind of stirring, deep breaths. Breaths? Oh my God. Breaths. If your alarm goes off, snooze it for 10 minutes. Set it 10 minutes early so that you can do this. This is such a good little tip. 10 minutes earlier, you're not getting out of bed, so don't worry. You're gonna snooze that 10 minutes. If you fall back asleep, okay, fine. But if you're awake, take deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, 3 seconds. If you've got a partner, fuck them. If they're like, what are you doing? I'm breathing, okay, thanks. And start thinking of the things that you're grateful for in your life. 3 things, 2 things if you can't think of 3. Just think of things that you're grateful for, whether that be your partner, your parents, your friends, yourself, your job. You're grateful that you have a house, you're grateful that you have food, you're grateful that you can move and work, you're grateful for things that other people would wish for in their life. Just things that you probably take for granted that you don't even realise, that you can speak, that you can read, that you can write, that you can see, that you can hear. Just be grateful for those things, because once you start realising what you do have, you kind of forget about the stuff that you don't have that might make you feel anxious, like money, hundreds of friends, a massive house, a really nice car. They're not things that actually matter. And then tell yourself nice things about yourself. Even if you wake up, you're getting ready for work, you're brushing your teeth, you're looking at yourself in the mirror, focus on things that you like about yourself. Even if they don't come to mind straight away, work on them. Just start loving yourself. This has gone really hippie and weird, but I like it. So I'm gonna stop there now. They're my tips. I think there were 7, I'm not sure. But I hope that they help. I will go into more detail in other videos on kind of recipes and healthy meals that I make, because I think that's where people kind of get stuck, is just having the ideas of what to have. Just remember that tiny steps is all you need to take. Start forming these habits and they're gonna get a lot easier. 21 days to form a habit, I think that's what it is. Should I Google it? How many? Okay, Siri, no, I don't have an iPhone. Okay, Google. How many days does it take to form a habit?
Here's a summary from James Clear. And how long it takes a new habit to form can vary widely depending on the behaviour, the person, and the circumstances.
Yeah.
It took anywhere from 18 days to 254 days for people to form a new...
200, okay. 18, we're gonna stick with 18. It doesn't take that long. No, it doesn't. I don't know who that person was. But once you form that habit and you start practicing it every single day, it becomes your lifestyle. And you don't need motivation, because it's just your normal day-to-day life. Feel me? We're gonna make some shortbread cookies. Shortbread cookies, shortbread biscuits. Now, with the autoimmune paleo, there's only specific flours you can get. This one, which is tiger nut, can you see that? Tiger nut flour, cassava flour, coconut flour, tapioca flour. So, the one we're using today, tiger nut flour. And you're gonna need some carob powder. Some coconut butter. It's different from coconut oil. It's more of a butter, but it's still oily, but it's a lot thicker, so I'll show you. Yes. So it's almost like a cream, like a thick cream, like a butter, but it's coconut. Then you will need some maple syrup. I've just got mine from, I mean, Why does it take a long time to focus? Is that me? Tell me, people who do this for a living. Yeah. Douchey. Douchey? So, I'm gonna be a little bit naughty. Don't tell anyone. I'm gonna use this vanilla bean paste here. This is not AIP compliant because it's got sugar in it. I shouldn't really. I'm gonna have a little bit just because I'm on day 32 of the 30-day elimination and I feel a little bit risky. So first things first, we're gonna preheat the oven to, I haven't even preheated the oven, 180. So we're gonna use a cup of you. Nice. I'm actually gonna whisk that up a little bit just because it's quite clumpy. Okay, next, a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. Water, little bad boy. And look what we have. It's already turning into kind of like a bit more of a cookie doughy substance, you know? Then we need a 1/4 cup of big old bastard coconut oil. This one I think is from Costco. So we want to melt it. Oh, I'm running low on bat. Okay, I'm gonna charge you while I'm melting the rest of this butter. I made a mistake. I meant to put the coconut butter in the mix and I've put in the coconut oil and now I have no tiger nut flour. What a great day this is. I still feel like I could make it something, so I'm gonna continue, but just know that I'm not making shortbread anymore. I'm now making, I don't know what I'm making, but I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna carry on. Hopefully we can salvage this. So now what I'm gonna do, so I added all the coconut oil in the intermission, and now I'm gonna add the smallest amount of this vanilla bean paste. I hope it's salvageable, please. Otherwise, this is embarrassing. Cooking with me to make shit. Okay, I'm gonna give that a stir. And let's see what this turns into. Do you know what I might do? I'm gonna be, do I want to be a devil? I might be a little bit of a devil. Wait there. I got these Carob little drops, natural drops that are meant to be like chocolate chips. I'm going to cut them up. So I've just kind of cut them up into little drops and I'm gonna put them in there. Mix that all together. That is looking like a cookie dough. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kind of, look at that. That is a cookie dough and a half. Maybe I've created something even better. So now what I'm gonna do, make them into little cookie-sized balls and put them on the parchment paper. So this might have actually worked out better than the original plan and I'm so happy. Look at them. Oh, that looks like real cookie dough. What I'm gonna do, I just had a little taste and it's very, very sweet. So I'm gonna add some Himalayan paint cell to the balls, just to give it that extra bit of, you know, saltiness maybe. And then we're gonna put it in the oven. I'm gonna keep an eye on them, but I'm gonna say around 12 minutes. I love them to be soft and like moist and still chewy and warm. They could actually turn out like piles of arse. So we will find out. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Oh, stay tuned. It worked so well. Look at me cookies. I don't think you actually understand how many times I've tried to make cookies and they've turned out like dust or like soil, and then I've accidentally just made the most perfectly, that's like a Maryland. Like, what have I done? And look, hold on. Oh, I need some like sex music. Now it's the taste test time, though. This could be horrendous. No, it's so good. Oh my, I'm so happy. They're perfect. I'm a genius. I'm an accidental genius. Anyway, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it made sense. I'm so sorry, the sound of me chewing is hideous. I hope everything that I've said makes sense or has like helped you in some way. I will try and be a bit better with videos. I need to film some more because I want to film some like meal ideas, a story about my acne that's on my list, and I need to do like a kind of my AIP experience and journey so far. And I just want to keep you updated with like what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and help you if that's kind of what you are looking for. If you're stuck in a kind of rut with your skin or with your health or with your fitness and you kind of need someone to turn to or need a little bit of advice, that's what I'm here to do, and to eat cookies. Please go and make these right now. They are incredible. How many ingredients was it? Like 5? 12 minutes. Oh, and they're good for you. This is healthy. This isn't like full of crap. If you want to see more from me, I'm gonna say it, like and subscribe. Ow! No, like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more and you want to support your little cookie creator. I'm going now. Thanks for watching.